Hello, everybody.
Hello, people.
Welcome back to Pokemon White.
Welcome back to Pokemon.
Yeah?
Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Right. May. As an okay
Yeah, May.
nature. Good ability.
It's okay.
Regenerator
okay.
would be funnier. Like that's kind of Mian Xiao's thing, is Regenerator U-turn. But it's alright. We can work with this. Yes, acrobatics, but holding Lucky Egg. It's to get up to level parity with everyone else, which is not that much. It's only 4 levels behind. Well, 7 if you count the fact that our highest level's 40.
That's pretty low.
It's alright. We'll be fine. We do have some grinding to do, but guess what? Audinos.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
it's
yeah,
not gonna be
that-
it's not gonna be difficult at all. Level 30 Audinos. Like, not a big deal. So while we're grinding, what do you want to start with?
I guess let's Pokemon Presents.
Let's start with the Pokemon Presents. A bunch of stuff that didn't matter.
A bunch of
just updates that could have been a Twitter post. I don't want companies to use Twitter anymore, but it's still important for stuff. Whatever.
It could have been a Blue Sky post.
There you go.
Could have been a Blue Sky post.
Could have been an Audino.
Could have been a Modino.
Like
Could have had a V8.
Like, you could have just put it in the news section of the Switch. Nobody reads that, so that's fine.
The Switch has a news section?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Nobody reads that. But they did announce one new game coming out next year. Pokemon ZA. Or Pokemon Legends ZA, I should say. By the way, that
Pokemon Pizza.
Audino took me from 33 to 34 in one shot.
Nice.
That's how powerful Audinos are. Oh, hi, Deerling. The one Pokemon that makes use of the season mechanic. We have an Autumn Deerling.
Pokemon Pizza.
Yeah, so Pokemon Legends ZA. Hey, we don't know what
Pokemon
time period
Pizza?
this is set in, but it's probably the construction of current, like, X and Y Lumiose City. Which seems like a cool setting.
I think it's like it's probably going to be past and present or past and future or something.
It could be the future as well. So they said it's the redevelopment project in the trailer. And people had phones, so it could be the future.
Could be both.
Or it could be both.
Could be both.
Either way,
Interesting.
super out of left field. Nobody was expecting it. Although I am not surprised that they didn't announce Black White remakes. Because my theory, which still holds, is that they only do one remake per console generation.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
It's held so far. Now you might say, "Oh, Let's Go, that's a remake of Yellow," and no, it's not.
Technically, it's not.
It's
So,
not, because you're not playing as Red, and your rival's not Blue. They show, or at least Blue shows up in the game, doesn't he?
Yeah, and also Leaf shows up.
And Leaf, yeah. So it's a
And they
sequel.
are very much older.
So it's a
it is-
sequel to Fire Red Leaf Green somehow, but it's also a remake story-wise because Team Rocket's there. Like, it's just a weird alternate universe thing going on, and it's not a remake.
No, it's not a remake at all. But it is a fun game.
It is
For what it
decently
is.
fun. I really, really wish they made the motion controls optional, but what can you do? Well, you can not play the game, so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But no, good, good graphics. Riding Pokemon was awesome. Like, good mechanics of like, I
So
liked.
it's
Yeah,
Oh yeah, go on.
I was gonna say I liked the go mechanic implementation of catching a bunch of Pokemon and turning them into candy. I think it fits.
I think that honestly could have stayed for the series.
I think they did it better in Legends, though.
That is true.
Where they turned that into, hey, actually, like, observe specific things happening about these Pokemon. Using a move, evolving, what have you. To, like, fully fill out the Pokedex. The Pokedex is not just see it, catch it, right? It's actually put this information in. And that's why I'm gonna be super excited for ZA. The reason why it's coming out in 2025, I think, is because it's going to launch with the new console, which reportedly got delayed to 2025 as well. Those two things happened a couple days apart. Learned that the Switch successor, which we haven't had officially announced yet, supposedly got delayed to next year. And then ZA coming out 2025. It's going to be on the next console if the next console is announced next year.
I feel like it was definitely going to come out like announced already that the Switch 2 was going to be a thing or something before this announcement was made. But then
there were a bunch of reports that it was going to come out this year. Might still get announced this year, but yeah. Anyway, we know nothing else about the game, so I'll wait. I'll reserve judgment. Ooh, jump kick. So Gen 5 is the first games where jump kick and high jump kick were good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why don't you look up, go to, like, Bulbapedia and look up the move Jump Kick and tell me the power and accuracies throughout the games, because I think Jump Kick, at least, has existed since Gen 1.
I think it has. Let me see. Gen 5 decks? Gen 5.
Nope, not Gen 5. Start with Gen 1.
Gen 1. You want to? Okay, well, how do I use Cerebi?
That's why I said use Bulbapedia and just go to the move.
Oh, I went to Cerebi.
Yeah. You have to go to Cerebi, you have to go to the attack decks, and then it's not...
Yeah,
no. Bulbapedia is better.
I was on it, but yeah, that's better. Okay, Jump Kick. Generation 1 does 70 power.
Uh-huh. Accuracy?
It doesn't list a specific accuracy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, for Gen 1, it's just says
what?
95 on the side.
No, that can't be right.
That doesn't seem right.
What? Why doesn't it have...
Cerebi.
Wait.
No, it's 95. Cerebi says 95 for Gen 1.
Oh, okay. So the accuracy just has never changed, but it started at 70 power. However, Jump Kick was actually fine in Gen 1. Because if If it misses, you just take 1 damage.
For Gen 1 to 3, the user
wait, you have to go to Gen
attacks
2.
first.
You have to go to Gen 2 next, where if you crash, it calculates how much damage you would have done, and you take 1/8 of that.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
A crash if a jump kick is protected against, such as protect. Okay. But not during type immunity.
Oop, I didn't mute.
Oh, you sure did. Okay, Gen 3 is now the crash damage is half.
Yeah, crash damage is now half your max HP, right? No, it's half the damage it would have dealt.
Yeah, half the man damage dealt. Gen 4, it was increased from 70 to 85.
Yeah, power
And
was
crash-
increased from 70 to 85, and that's also when it got changed to half of your max HP.
Yeah. The crash damage is equal to half the target's max HP in this case.
Oh, half the target's max HP.
Half the target's max.
Wait, the target's max HP. Oh, okay, that's in Gen 4. So if you crash off a Blissey, you just die instantly. That's funny.
You gone, dead.
That's actually pretty amusing.
And then Gen 5 increased it to 100.
Gen 5 increased it to 100, reduced the power points, but now it's half the user's max HP.
Now it's half the
So you can't
rounded
so you
down.
can't miss a Blissey and die. So yeah, that's current. Oh well, sorry, 5 to 7, and then they deleted the move in Gen 8.
Jump kick cannot be selected. Wow.
Now I think high jump kick got the better glow up. If you
It's a
just,
signature move of Hitmonlee.
I mean, in Gen 1, yeah, it was the only mon that could learn it.
What's his signature now? I
Oh,
jump.
I mean, every single Pokemon that has a signature move, I think with the exception of like Pikachu and some legendaries, they lose their signature move. It stops being signature.
Oh.
Other Pokemon get to learn it. That's generally what happens. But yeah, in Gen 1, it was 85. But crash damage was 1 damage. So, again, totally usable in Gen 1. Accuracy apparently has always been 90.
How did my stream close? There we go. I was watching on Twitch and I was like, why?
But yeah, so in Gen 4,
Why?
it got increased to 100 base power, right? That's kind of usable. 100 power, 90 accuracy is decently high risk, high reward. Although Earthquake's just Earthquake, so I don't know why it has to have that downside. Well, this is a lost cause.
Sure is.
I'm gonna try though. But then Gen 5, they were like, you know what? Let's make this move worth it. They increased it from 100 to 130 power. And now it's like a high risk, high reward move that makes sense. It's great. And interestingly enough, high jump kick didn't get deleted in Gen 8.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess they didn't need jump kick and high jump kick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why would you?
The difference is varying risk reward factors because jump kick still had 95 accuracy.
It's a very small difference.
It is a very small difference, but that 5% is actually pretty huge. because it's doubling the chance.
5% of the time, 100% of the time.
Point is, I really like jump kick. High jump kick, I should say. And since they've also deleted Hitmonlee, I don't think this is a signature move anymore. Did they delete Hitmonlee? You have to check nowadays. Are you in Scarlet Violet? Oh, you're in Pokemon Zen Show.
Whatever that is.
That's manga. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Where's like game data? Oh, it is in Scarlet Violet. Wait, is it actually in every gen? So Hitmonlee's never skipped a gen, and apparently has only skipped Legends Arceus for games.
Really?
That's kind of weird.
Someone must really like him.
Topic 2 for today. So I was playing a Twilight Princess randomizer.
Oh yeah.
And the dumbest thing happened to me. Early on in the randomizer, very early on, I encountered a spiderweb and went, oh, how do I get past a spiderweb? How do you get past spiderwebs in Twilight Princess?
Don't you sword or torch?
Sword does not work. Lantern works. All right. So yeah, you need a lantern to burn webs, right? Okay, cool. How long was I playing the game?
8 hours.
Didn't find a lantern.
Oh.
I still don't have one.
Oh no.
So eventually I got to the point where the only checks that the tracker thought I could do were past spiderwebs. Or blocks of ice that you need the ball and chain for, but I don't have the ball and chain either. I did literally everything else you can do in the game. I really didn't have that many items. I think I have iron boots, 1 claw shot, the boomerang, 1 bomb bag, the Orden sword. I had an Orden shield, but it got burned, so I don't have a shield.
Oh.
The darkness crystal, so I at least can warp and do Wolflink stuff. But point is that I did everything you can do. Like, I had the Zora tunic, so I did as much of Lake Bed as I could. I did as much of Forest Temple as I could. I did as much of the Goron Mines as I could. I did all 3 checks that I could do in the mansion. I'm forgetting the name of the 5th dungeon.
No, it's not Snowhead Peak.
It's Snowhead Peak. It's Snowhead Peak.
Is it?
Wait, isn't it?
I thought
that could be Majora's Mask, but
it could be Majora's Mask.
Snowhead.
Could just be Snow Peak.
Snowhead. Wait.
Sausage.
we can fix this. We can solve this. I can open my tracker back up. And then Snow Peak. You were right. Snow Peak Ruins.
Snow Peak Ruins. Okay, well that's mildly right.
Anyway, point is, I was able to do 3 checks in there. I did them. Can't go out to the desert yet because I don't have the item that lets me use the cannon to go to the desert. I was completely out of checks aside from the ones it thought I could do behind spiderwebs. And I tried. I also have the spinner. So I tried every single item in my inventory to try to break the spiderwebs. Legitimately, every single item. Nothing broke the spiderwebs.
Oh.
And then I was like, well, maybe there's a weird randomizer thing I don't know about. So I joined the Twilight Princess randomizer Discord, did a search, because as bad as the search function is, it does work sometimes.
Discord, yeah, Discord search is kind of.
Discord search is not great, but there is a chance of it working, and it worked this time. When searching for spiderwebs, I found some conversations that are like, oh yeah, just use bombs.
What?
Oh, it doesn't work all the time, though. Sometimes you have to give it a few tries.
What?
And then I went back to a spiderweb, threw down a bomb, and it worked.
What?
And now we're here.
Hey. Like, actually in... What?
That's just actually in Twilight Princess.
No.
Yep. You can use bombs to blow up spiderwebs, but not all the time. Or rather, it doesn't work 100% of the time.
Is it random like that? I'm confused, but okay. So hooray, you got past it.
Yep. And now we're here. I did that. I saved and went, okay, we're streaming now.
Oh.
That's why I said wait 5 minutes. So I was like, I need to know. Yeah.
I should do a Twilight Princess randomizer at some point.
It's pretty fun. They changed the method of loading the game up. It's mostly the same, but it still uses the GameCube memory card. But the method that they used now means it's a lot easier to actually have multiple seeds loaded at the same time. So like you can just like generate 5 games, load them all up onto the memory card, and swap between them with the console that they added to the game.
Oh, okay.
So it's quite nice, actually. This is also that you can do it on real hardware, right? Because you just plug in the memory card with the data on it. You have to be able to write to the memory card, but you can do that with a modded Wii or Wii, yeah, with a modded Wii. So
yeah, that modded Wii that I'm definitely using.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to do it that way, but
It's there.
It's there. Now, if only the Twilight Princess HD randomizer would get off the ground, so I could use that one instead.
Is it still not?
I think it still just exists as an entrance randomizer. It's not. It hasn't gone anywhere, to my knowledge, and nobody's working on a Wind Waker HD randomizer either, which makes me very sad. Because can you imagine?
Because just Wind Waker HD is just better.
Widescreen and gorgeous visuals. Yeah, that's the only difference, really. They already added the Swift Sail, which is like the biggest thing that you would want from HD anyway. That and the reduced requirements of the Triforce charts, but you can just turn those off in the randomizer anyway.
Huh. Well, okay.
What's up?
So wait, how many dungeons did you get done in those 8 hours then?
Oh, I didn't clear a single dungeon.
Oh. Oh randomizers be like that.
Well, it would have been. I probably would have cleared Forest Stone had I known that you just need to sometimes use more than one ball on the spider web. So there's that. Like, I have the boomerang. I have the boomerang, I have 4 keys, and I think I have the boss key. Like, it's enough. It's not every key in the dungeon, but I should be able to actually get to the end. Whatever. I'll probably finish it tomorrow. Like, now that I have the ability to get through webs.
Yeah. What else were we going to talk about? Oh yeah, before you even started Twilight Princessing, you sure made a discovery.
Yeah. So my TV, the TV that I use to display the game, pretty much just when Richard and I are streaming, because nobody else is local anymore. So, although that might change in the future. But currently, Richard's the only person local to me, so the only person that I record with locally in the same room. But
yeah,
so I was just, it was a TV. I was like, 1080p, at least it does 60 FPS. It was given to me by my brother because he bought a new one, and I didn't need a TV at the time, so he just gave me a TV, and I was like, cool, I have a TV now. So I didn't really look into it. I was like, oh, he just gave me his old TV. Okay, it's just not that good, right?
Yeah, it's an old TV. Why would you? Yeah.
Why would you look into it? Like, it just, you plug in your cords and it does 1080p and it's fine. SDR. But I got a new desk, which is to say, this is an old desk, but I came into acquiring it, so I gave Richard my old desk. That I had just bought, by the way. It's less than a year old, but whatever. I like this desk better because it's larger. So I was like, oh, I'll just set the TV up on the desk with my other 2 monitors as a 3rd monitor, because it just works out better this way.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, how good is this TV really if I'm going to be hooking it up to my TV full time? Like, it's hooked up. It was hooked up to my computer before. I would just like display the OBS preview window on it full screen. OBS is very nice that way.
Yeah.
But how good is it really? And then I, researched the model number and I was like, wait, that can't be right. This is supposedly a 4K TV. So I do more research.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it supposedly is 4K. Oh, but there's a couple different models that are similar. Maybe I typed it in wrong or the information's wrong. I pulled up the inside the TV manual, and even the TV itself was like, yep, I do 4K. Like, oh, okay, well, why can't I output to 4K? Why is 1080p the highest I can go? Cue 4 hours of research and troubleshooting.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was quite like, wow, you've been at this all day.
Yeah, it was a long time. Because I was like, it says it does 4K. Why I no get 4K? I tried a bunch of stuff.
See, when you were telling me about it, I was like, is it like some early 4K TVs were like had like some non-standardness to them at the time and just getting 4K 60 hertz, like real 4K 60 hertz low latency, I could see not being a thing. But then no.
Yeah, no.
The more you were going on about it, I was like, no, it doesn't seem right. And then before I could even respond, I was like, is it HDMI? Is it a bad cable? Because I have that.
That was my first thought. Is it a bad cable? So I ordered a new cable right off the bat. Like if I got frustrated, I'd just stop and I'd try the new cable the next day. But we never needed to get that far. I mean, the cable arrived already, and it's quite nice. But
Sure, don't need it.
well, no, I did still need it because I needed a long enough cable to reach my TV from my computer.
Oh.
The one I was using was like really short, and I had to move my computer closer to the TV. It was an awkward spot. I'd rather keep it where it is. So yeah, 6-foot cable just barely didn't reach, just because of whatever. So I had to get a 10-foot cable for this. Point is, I eventually did go, okay, wait, Richard, bring your PS5 over here. I need to just test if the TV will ever output 4K. Right? Like maybe like the sticker is wrong or something on the model. And like the TV itself is lying to me in the menu. Like I need to just see if it'll ever output 4K. Maybe the 4K is broken somehow. I plug it in, it outputs 4K.
Oh, well.
So yeah, if you plug in a PS5, it'll output 4K. Okay, sure. But I used a different cable than the one hooked up to my computer. I should have taken better note of that. But the troubleshooting continued after that in a frenzy. I even went as far as to like look up the panel specifications to try to force the 4K signal through like the NVIDIA control panel for the custom resolution and everything, right? And it just wouldn't work.
It was just blank screening.
Yeah, it was just blanking, even though it would tell me that the test passed. Or sometimes when it worked, it would actually be outputting at less than 1080p. Despite technically being set to 4K.
So like, yeah. Okay, so at that point I was like, yeah, it's gotta be a cable.
Yeah,
Just cable.
I mean, I was like, I mean, I have the cable coming. Like, we'll find out eventually. But then I was like, okay, no, that cable that worked with PS5, we have to test it. And then that's when I discovered, I don't even remember buying this. That's when I discovered the cable running from the TV to my computer was HDMI on one end and DVI on the other end. Or not DVI, but DisplayPort.
DisplayPort, yeah.
Yeah, my 3080.
Which I guess would have just been HDMI.
Yeah, if it was just HDMI to HDMI, it never would have had a problem.
Well, not necessarily. There's been, especially if like the cable's old enough.
Like that's true, but
because if it was just DisplayPort to DisplayPort, bandwidth would have been better. But DisplayPort to HDMI, okay, then it's probably just HDMI. But then it's probably not a good cable. Yeah, it could have
been an old HDMI spec, right?
Yeah.
The cable. I think the cable was. I think I bought the cable because there was like a port issue on my 1080. That might have actually been it. I might have been out of HDMI cables or HDMI ports.
Was it your 1080 or 970? Might have been the 970 because I noticed with because oh boy, GPU cards sure do love to be heavy and hate gravity.
Yeah.
I think one of the ports for the DisplayPort was you had to hold the card up a bit to get the cable in there because it was misaligned with the backplate.
Maybe, yeah. Right, you ended up with that card, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I remember that one. The one that I replaced the fan on because the sagging caused it to. Yeah.
Yeah. And
The bearings
crazy
were
how
bad
GPUs have
Yeah.
only gotten larger then since
Yeah.
then.
But like they have better bracing, I guess, because the 3080 doesn't need any support.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's totally fine.
I think my 470. I think the 470 is the same size. It's 470 Ti, but like, oh boy, it sure is just fans.
I mean, yeah, 3080 Ti, whatever. Yeah. Point is, I don't even know what possessed me. I'm thinking it was a port conflict, but I don't know what possessed me to buy this cable.